Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, but make no mistake, the Buccaneers are in the Super Bowl in Tampa because of its defense. And more specifically, the Bucs' defensive line. These cats are nasty. JPP and Shaq Barrett are brilliant rushing the passer. And Ndamukong Suh is a beast, and same with Vita Vea, who's now healthy. Todd Bowles is a brilliant defensive coordinator. He knows how to keep an offense off balance. Look at what he did to the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers offensive line. Todd Bowles can bring the heat. He can overwhelm you with the front four, solely going after the quarterback. And listen, his linebackers are dreamy. Devin White, I voted for him first-team All-Pro. Levante David, he is an absolute superstar. I think White and David are actually the glue to making the entire thing hum and tick and dominate. And sure, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, right? But in theory, the Bucs have a great matchup against that Chiefs offensive line. You heard Andy Reid to start the show, scrappy. Great word choice from Andy Reid in describing his offensive line. I mean, it sure beats the heck out of saying banged up and depleted. If I told the Chiefs fan before the season they wouldn't have both starting tackles in Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz for the Super Bowl, well, you would have been very concerned. Fisher getting hurt on Championship Sunday is a big deal. Mike Remmers replaces him, and Mike Remmers is Mike Remmers. Remember, he got killed by Von Miller when Mike Remmers was playing tackle for the Carolina Panthers offensive line in Super Bowl 50. Now, Patrick Mahomes is legendary. The Chiefs' weapons, extraordinary. They're insanely amazing, but this Bucs defense is no joke. I mean, Tom Brady is Benjamin Button. It's unbelievable. The Kansas City Chiefs' weapons are off the charts, but listen, don't sleep on the greatness of what Brady has at his disposal. Mike Evans is a certified freak. He has Julio Jones' hands and a Julio Jones body. Tom Brady loves him. Evans is a touchdown machine. 13 on the season, and folks, it's not hyperbole to say that he has put up Hall of Fame numbers. Seriously, we are talking about 7 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons to start a career. That has never happened before in the history of the NFL. And look, the KC defense is truly underrated. At the end of the day, it's not just the challenge of Brady throwing to Mike Evans. It's also the challenge of Brady throwing to Chris Godwin, who's a stud. And sure, he's had a few too many drops, but Godwin is a playmaker. Antonio Brown is now healthy. And AB, could say a lot of things about him, but understand he's a star and Brady loves him. That is a scary and legit big three, okay? I mean, and then you factor in Scotty Miller, and that's a big 4. It was Scotty Miller who made the big play at the end of the half in Green Bay. And listen, Brady grooves on the rookie, Tyler Johnson, who's made a lot of big plays for Tampa Bay in the postseason. And for good measure, let's throw in Gronk and Cameron Braid. And plus, Brady smartly, he never forces it, which means you have to account for Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones catching it as receivers out of the backfield. Tom Brady is 43. He's like a fine wine. He gets better with age, at the top of his game. I argued all year that from the minute Tom Brady signed, this would be the most talent ever that's been around the GOAT. And it shows. If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's going to be a challenge going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. You absolutely live that on Championship Sunday. How tough is this Chiefs team to beat in a big spot?
It's huge. They're a tough team. You know, just coming from the offensive mindset. Andy Reid's one of the best offensive minds that's been in the game for a very long time. And then he got compiled with the weapons that he needs to just, back that firepower, back that genius. Tyreek Hill is one of the most explosive receivers in the game right now. Then you got Travis Kelce playing like a receiver. I don't even give him the tight end tag anymore. He's a receiver out there balling. Then the person that ties all the glue together is Patrick Mahomes, a guy that can make every throw on a run. He's a leader of that team. It's definitely they're a tough team to beat. They're a team that they've been together for a year or two. They spent some time with each other. They learned each other. and they know the game of football. They got a good coach that is sneakily, or things that people don't pay attention to. Their defensive coordinators are good defensive coordinators. They got good defensive pieces. They got enough pieces where they fly around and make a lot of plays, run a Rolodex of defense to keep you guessing. Things that's for young quarterbacks that they try to throw at. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Father Time over there, Tom Brady. One of the best that's been in the game for a very long time. I remember the first game, it was 27-24. And that's a tight score. They didn't do a lot in the first half. So aside from Tyreek Hill's big plays in the first half, I feel like if they can keep him from making some big plays and kind of like just make him matriculate and move down the field, they're gonna play some good football. It'll be a good game because I like Tampa Bay definitely has a good defense. Everybody knows that. In the offense they have the weapons that they need to move the ball. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I think I'm gonna lean towards Tampa Bay. It's hard to beat a team twice this year.
All right. Well, with that said, we got to get your official prediction because, we've checked the tape. You join us every year on Time to Shine, the week of the Super Bowl. I mean, Minneapolis, Mall of America, you're teaching me touchdown dances, how I should celebrate. So we need the official Stefon Diggs Super Bowl prediction.
It's so hard to go against that Chiefs team because they haven't lost much at all. But I'm going to just say it's tough to beat a team twice. I'll go with Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's my favorite player of all time, so I'm going to go with my favorite player, even though I know how good the Chiefs are.
You definitely do. But listen, why even play the game now? If you say Tampa's going to win, then Tampa's going to win because you are undefeated when it comes to making a Super Bowl prediction. Stefon, you are the best. Congratulations on a phenomenal season individually for you, for Josh, for the Buffalo Bills. I can't wait until next year, and we're talking about the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. So continued success, my friend, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Great guy. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Hopefully we'll see you go to a table soon.
Kansas City Chiefs chairman and CEO Clark Hunt was talking to our good friend Christopher Mad Dog Russo yesterday, and Clark Hunt thinks the competition committee is going to look at the old fumble out of the end zone rule. So maybe, finally, Amy, we can rejoice.
So has Clark been listening to me on Tops and Time to Shine? And I'm teasing, of course, because, well, of course he's listening to everything on CBS Sports Network and watching everything on CBS Sports Network. But all teasing aside, look, Adam, you know my views on this rule. There are so many easy solutions to fix this. If you want the team that fumbles into the end zone to keep the ball, fine. Let them keep it where they fumbled. If you want to penalize them, let that team keep the ball and back it up 5 or 10 yards. If, on the other hand, you want to give it to the team that's on defense that didn't even recover the ball, well, then give it to them where they fumbled. To give the team that didn't recover the ball and give it to them on the 20 is nonsensical in my view. And let me tell you something, Adam. If this rears its head in the Super Bowl, you're going to have a lot to talk about next week.
I think that is absolutely going to be the case, and you have been light years ahead of the curve on this. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.